lizard. Bam lamb, whoa, black lizard. Bam lamb, black lizard. Get a child. Bam lamb, the damn thing gone wild. Bam lamb, she said a word, not a mine. Bam lamb, the damn thing gone blind. What you know about? You know about. It's a Gundam! Double trap.
I'm tired and I'm traveling and my layover and
You can thank Big Badinky Bones for that.
Asher talking about I'm tired, Santa. Well, that's too damn bad.
That's not good.
black lizard. Bam lamb, whoa, black lizard. Bam lamb, black lizard. Get a child. Bam lamb, the damn thing gone wild. Bam lamb, said a word, not a mine. Bam lamb, the damn thing gone blind.
Buenas tardes, puto. ¿Cómo estás en la casa?
So much fun!
Say something funny.
All the days when I was searching for some kind of sign, now I've reached a destination with someone of my kind. Keep me breathing with a feeling like an LED light. Now I'm moving through the shadows. You woke me up tonight. I know that everything's in focus now.
I'm possessed by a ghost.
Shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark.
I'm calling it right here. This world can officially bite my ass.
I love it here. I love it here. Okay, I fucking said it.
A little bit of blizzard in my life, a little bit of blizzard by my side, a little bit of blizzard is all I need, a little bit of blizzard is what I see.
Shut up, Wesley.
Hello. What? The timing on that, BitGamey, partner, Twitch partner, pusher, BitGamey.
Silence, anime woman.
Yeah, that's basically what BitGamey just did to me. That's what BitGamey just did to me. The nerve. I am appalled. Sir, I thought we were friends. What happened? You were exactly the audacity. You were ready for that. Like you had it queued up at the right time, predicted. So that when I started talking, you're telling me to shut up. No, maybe I don't want to. You know, maybe we'll just go back to this. I do blame Hugin. Hugin's always up to trouble. I saw him, you know, antagonizing you to use blurps. It's Hugin's fault. I saw all those blurps. I know you were here first, Big Amy. You know, when you get, you know, all rich and famous, you better remember us little guys. You better remember us little guys. Us little sharks. But how's everyone doing? I have had a exhausting day. I would settle for just rich. Yeah, well, you're gonna be rich and famous. Duh. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. BitGamey, the rich and famous. Not just famous, rich and famous. Exactly. And if it comes true, I'm now entitled to 30%. Because that was in the contract that you signed. You should have read it.
Merchandising.
Exactly.
What's that? Merchandising. Come.
Exactly.
I'll show you.
We're
Open
gonna
up
get
this
we're
door.
gonna get the merchandise. On the agenda tonight is some new effects in chat bites. Let's see if we can finally bring this over to 50, like over 50 effects. So last time we added a countdown effect, where holy guac, yeah, I know I want to push it over 50. I want to get over 50 effects. So let's see if we can add a couple tonight. So last time there was we added a countdown effect where it would do like a 3, 2, 1, go, and then you can also do it backwards so you can count up as well. But what I also want to do is like an in place count, like everyone freezes and it does a countdown as if you're doing like a fake kickoff, you know, just from wherever you are on the field. So it's kind of a combination. How about 1, 3? You say that. The other thing we want to do is a troll kickoff. Or a troll countdown. So that's on there as well. That's on there as well. I mean, you were here. You were here when we were working on it. I think you were the one that suggested it originally on Sunday when we were doing this. Also, in 3 days, I will be heading up to Boston. I can neither confirm nor deny. Well, when you've got the memory of a goldfish like I do, I can believe that.
From Boston.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be going up to the Boston Major. Exactly. And let me just say, I was invited to something. I've never been invited to something like this before, but I was invited to something, to a party. A party with a bunch of streamers. A swingers club. It does. It does. Clothes are mandatory. So, we are still interested. I know, right? I can't say a lot about it. I don't even know if I'll be able to. I don't really have any like content planned for it. Maybe I'll take pictures while I'm there. We're still interested. Well, I am. Hukin is not. That is absolutely true. But for the networking stuff, I think this will be very good in terms of getting my name out there and actually like meeting some well-known people, like the nudity disclosure agreement, some well-known streamers. Like, at least I know of at least 2 people that are going to be there that have like 50,000 followers on Twitch. Both of them are Twitch partners. And I suspect there's going to be another one there as well. That has like at least 10K. I don't know what Candy Kernel has, but I know she's got a bunch. So this will be good. I think this will be good. But cuz like it'll also be a time when I can talk about chat bites and doing charity streams and show matches and, you know, all that other stuff. you know. Ninja rolling up to the party with his fancy mods. Yeah, although it's kind of bittersweet in a way, because so there was a yesterday we found out that apparently Epic is going to bring easy anti-cheat into Rocket League. However, that means that Bacchus mod, which is the plugin framework that I wrote my crossbar sounds plugin and what I'm doing for here for Rocket League, will no longer work in online games. So if you want to use Bacchus mod, you have to start up the game specifically with easy anti-cheat off, but you won't be able to queue into online games. So that essentially means that my wildly popular crossbar sounds plugin is essentially dead in the water for the most part. Will there be beer? I believe there will be, yes. I believe there will be alcohol involved. Hugin's like, that's the only like saving factor here. Then we ride at dawn. Exactly. That's what got Hugin on board with this party. I fully expect a Lord of the Rings blurb now. So, but yeah, so the Rocket League Major happens Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. Yes. And so this thing is taking place Friday night, and as like a kickoff party. And so yeah, this would be a good, I think, a good place to tell people about what we're cooking up here in the kitchen, in this, you know, underwater kitchen.
You cannot pass!
What is Gandalf wearing in that? He was wearing like sunglasses or something. That was weird. Did you all see that too? Hey, sending some love. Well, thank you so much. You know, I just happened to glance down and I saw this effect or this note here. Called mirror ball. Here, let me increase it here. And I was just thinking about it. What if we mirror it on the left and right axis? So like, I wonder if the party will also have a disco ball. I kind of doubt that it will. I doubt that it'll have one. Because it's being held at a venue. So there's a chance. You know what? I gotta keep my mind open. Maybe there will be. Maybe there will be. You're right. I don't actually know. I can't say for certain. So it's actually a non-zero chance. But I was just thinking that mirror ball Like let's say someone hits the let's say this circle is the ball and they contact it this way, so the ball should go that way. Like what if you mirror it so that it goes that way instead? Like just flip the sign on the velocity in the x-axis. Oh, you could also do the y-axis as well. So like if you hit it this way, it starts going back. That would be interesting. Now the only problem I see with this though, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Hugin. My social awkwardness will kick in. So I was just thinking about this. If a car is here, and I hit it this way in the...
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
Hey, Misadventures. How you doing? Yeah, I was just telling the people that I was invited to a thing. I was invited to a party hosted by some well-known Rocket League streamers. All right, let's get that as well. When is Boston? Friday. I leave Friday afternoon for Boston, and then I come back Monday. So Sunday night or Sunday, I don't know what's gonna go on. I'm gonna see if there's a way to like live stream, but I don't know if there is or not. I don't have an IRL streaming method, and it's probably something I should look up. The car is there and travels at 6 miles per hour and 0 wind. How many ducks can Tommy Lee Jones get into a mini? I mean, that's basically what we're doing, Hugin. Like that's the type of convoluted programming we do around these parts. Another friendo of the channel, designed by Dave in the house.
It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? It's Friday then. Saturday, Sunday. What? Yeah, it's okay.
What? Was that from like Formula 1 or something? It sounded like the radio comms for like Formula 1. Okay. What is that? A shatter emote? But welcome on in, Dave, and thank you for that lurk. That is much appreciated. Wait, sorry, I just got... Okay, I can look at that later. Because actually shooting the ball towards or away a target, or towards or away from a target would actually be a cool effect. Like just shoot the ball like at the net. And in fact, let's add that in. We doing math today? I mean, sort of. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yes, math as we are. Yeah, so we have a couple more ideas now for effects in terms of like what we can potentially do. Like if you hit it towards the left, it winds up going right, you know? And like if you hit it towards their net, maybe it comes back. The only thing that I don't know about mirroring the Y axis is if you're directly behind it, is that ball just going to come back into you and then just like ping pong forward and back? I don't think it will. I think at some point the ball is going to like have enough like I think it's at some point it's just going to freak out and just like somehow override what you're doing, you know, and just get past you. So I'm going to hold this off to the side here for later. Because we're going to do the fake kickoff effect. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to freeze the ball in place. I freak out all the time, but it's internal. Actually, hold on. Here's a question. When we do this fake kickoff, and actually, I'm gonna put a poll up in the chat for this. When we do this kickoff, let's say let me get like MS Paint or something. So if we have the ball. If that's the ball, and let's say it's traveling this direction, and let's say we have a car here, and it travels it's traveling this direction. Like, let's say it's trying to like intercept the ball. When this a fake kickoff effect happens. The question I have is, do we conserve momentum during the kickoff? Or do we place everyone like on the ground again and do like a kickoff? Like, because here's the thing, is like even from a top-down perspective, the ball could be in the air, the cars could be in the air. I feel like we should conserve momentum if we can. You know? So like everything will freeze, it'll do the countdown, and then it'll go again. And everything keeps moving again. You know? At least that's my initial thought. And I feel like it would make the most sense compared to like you know, just freezing everything and then like letting it go again, like just from like a standstill. Although, that being said, on the kickoff, everything starts from a standstill. So if this is a fake kickoff, I feel like consistency-wise, that makes more sense, you know? Um, um, so I put a poll in the chat. It's a 5-minute poll. But what if you fake kickoff to real kickoff, but it was fake the whole time? I mean, you're I don't know. That's too many layers. That's too many layers. Yep. Yep. It's been that kind of day, Hugin. It's been that kind of day. So there's a poll in chat right now. So get your thoughts in. You shall serenade me. I need it. Hello, Carlos. You're in time for Hugin to sing us the song of his people. Like, tonight is just going to be Hugin karaoke night. Why it's in Spanish? Who knows? I don't actually speak Spanish. Oh, Baxter, you know I don't speak Spanish.
¡Ay, cabrón! ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Oh. All right, so Carlos, the question we have right now is we're about to start working on a new effect. And this new effect is going to be a fake kickoff effect. So the plan is that when it's triggered, all of the cars and all of the balls will freeze in place. I'll freeze it through the code, and then a countdown will happen. And then there'll be like a go again, kind of like the regular kickoff. But then the question is whether or not we conserve... Oh, you voted yes. Whether we conserve momentum when the kickoff is done. But it sounds like you're okay with that. Okay. Because ultimately, I think it makes the most sense. I mean, Hugin finds the weirdest things. He succeeds every time. Like, it's kind of worrying sometimes. But also, we were mentioning that in a couple days, I will be flying up to Boston to go to the Rocket League Major and be attending a fun little party while up there. Okay, so basically everyone has voted yes for conserving momentum. So I think we should basically get started on making that happen. So let's do this. Let's put this over here. And let's start from the top on the application side. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is let's go to our config, and we're gonna call it actually, hold on, let's do this. Call it fake kickoff. What should our price be here? 50 maybe? Oh, I need to update the README. Oh. I didn't do that with the counting effect.
And I need you, and I miss you,
Yeah,
and now I wonder.
Yep, more karaoke by Hugin. That's just his natural voice. Little did everyone know that's just Hugin's natural, unfiltered voice. All right, so we're gonna do a fake kickoff, like that. Yeah, let's put this up here because there is kind of an order to it. All right, so back to our config. So I think 50 seconds is, or 50 coins is pretty reasonable.
An angel sent by God.
Yes, I am. Thank you for recognizing, Hugin. Thank you for recognizing. At least someone does. Okay, so we're gonna have fake kickoff equals 48. So we gotta go into the parser. Actually, let's just do like this. Let's put them in like in order. Okay, so we added that. Now, oh wait, I need to add miscellaneous data too. Okay. So let's just... I'm going to copy this, even though I'm going to use, like, almost none of it. So basically, like... parse... fake... kickoff. There is no miscellaneous data. Duration is 0. I mean, I guess technically it's 3, but there is no time parsing. No index. I guess there's an index out of range, but it's actually a fairly easy effect. So here's where we have our fake kickoff. So now that'll be hooked up here. Put the grammar in the README. Actually, I should really have the README just point to my website. Rather than like all of this, because that's not gonna... There's no reason for me to keep all this here. It's on the website. Okay, so that's all fine. So now we can open up a new one of these. So first thing I'm going to do is come in here and do fake kickoff. Now I can add fake kickoff there. Next up, we can add a header file for a fake kickoff effect, and then also add a CPP file for a fake kickoff effect. So then just gonna kind of copy this. Doesn't actually need anything. Okay. So we have that. The effects generator, let's just come in here, do break, not that we need it, case 48. Adding fake kickoff effect. Oops, I forgot to do this. It only needs an ID. Alright, so let me double check my notes here. So I got a header, CPP, did the effect generator. Effect type. Yes, I did that, I believe. Yep, did that. I did both of those, so now we just have to implement it. So theoretically, it should be very similar to the counting effect. Just a bit more a bit more involved. So the counting effect has a previous broadcast int, which I'm gonna yoink that. So one thing that we need to do is give a shout out to Nerduino, who just went live. Who is another one on their Twitch partner Poosh. They're pushing. Former NASA astronomer extraordinaire. Okay, so former moon man. Exactly. So one thing I need to do is the freeze ball effect. Oh, I did this a little bit differently, didn't I? Does a ball wrapper have an ID? Get base, actor wrapper. Is there like an ID or something? I'm just looking through this quick to see if it's like an ID or something. So part of what I'm needing to do here is all of the balls will be moving at different speeds and angular momentums and all that stuff. And so when I come back through here, I need to check to make sure that the ball still exists. Hey, phrasing! Yeah, I gotta make sure the balls exist. And then, make sure that, I can, like, look up what they used to have. I mean, I guess maybe I could look at, like, the memory address. See if it's still the same. What? Alright, whatever. Alright, so... Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we stop all of the balls, and if not has run once, so this will be a one-time like record positions of all balls. Actually, server wrapper dot get I can get the controller wrappers, but I don't think that's what I want. Hello, Dream Spectre, welcome. How you doing? You had a dream last night that you needed to share with me regarding this. Interesting. I've made it into the dreams of my viewers. What a goal. What a milestone this channel has reached. How you doing? A thought for a redemption. It deletes the actual ball, spawns multiple others, and of those only one is real. If the fake balls are hit, they explode and demo whoever hit them. Interesting. How would I do it? Now, I feel like that could happen. I feel like that could happen if I take... If I take kind of like a whack-a-mole hot potato pickup. Yeah, so like I feel like that could work. Like I would spawn like, let's say like 10 balls or something. And randomly choose one of them. Or even the first one that I spawn, because it's going to go into a random location. And every other ball, if you touch it, becomes hot potato. However, that effect, I feel like we need a time limit on it. I mean, technically we don't have any... We don't have any... Well, so what it would be is like, it'd be like as long as whatever the maximum effect length is. Which right now is 10 seconds. And so afterwards, all of the other balls would just disappear. I don't know if I can make a... I don't know if I can make a ball explode. Maybe you can add a flag to the bomb balls and then just despawn. Yes. Oh yeah, there is an ad at the moment. I mean, there's a do explode the ball. I thought quite a bit about this in my dream, though, enough to write it down when I woke up. You know, I just realized that the chat is not in a good position for this kind of coding. So I'm going to move it. Because all of the code is on the left side. So that doesn't really help you guys. I don't know what do explode is. What is init AK? All right, so all right, let's add this in here. What would we call this effect? This would be a whack-a-mole effect, maybe. Ball destroys 10 balls spawn. Only one can be hit without destroying car and ball. That being said, I am now very curious what that do explode does. So, like, I kind of want to just do that. If not has run once. Welcome back. How you doing? So I'm going to test out part of this right now. So I found that there's a do explode. Oh, that's what we use for that's what we use for ball be gone is do explode. So it doesn't actually like explode the ball, but it destroys it. Like it does the fade out. Okay, so I don't need to test it because we already do it. So we can already do that. So I don't need to update this. If the demo can work, that will be explosion though. That is true. That is true. And we can do that. We already have that ability. Because we have the wrecking ball effect. Actually, you know, this kind of feels like a game mode of like finding like a hidden ball, you know, like a hidden actual ball where you just gotta like keep trying different ones until you find it. You know? Get player list. I forget how this works. Ah, this is how. I feel like I need to make a... Like, just get all the players. Like, util. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Static. CD set of car wrapper. Get players. So let's do set car wrapper. Imagine this chaos on like drop shot map though. I'm not I mean that's interesting. I don't know if it would actually do anything, right? Because like I guess the thing that might happen is that when the balls spawn, one might just fall right into the goal. You know? No, I don't want to return that. This would be free wrapper dot R. Yeah. I was thinking of that or toddler soccer mindsets of ooh, new ball, easy point, boom. I mean, that is true too. You know, I've not tested this on a drop shot map. Actually, no, I have. I haven't tested the like arena teleport like coordinates. I haven't actually like coded anything to deal with a non-standard map, if that makes sense. You know, I guess I need to make sure and not is player spectating. And I think the accidental point scoring might be resolvable by making balls spawn with 0 inertia and applying a freeze effect. I mean, that is true. That is true. That is something I can do. Because when the freeze effect wears off, they have no momentum and gravity doesn't affect them and they just sit there, you know. Okay, so the fake kickoff effect include wrapper utils. So now I can do set of car wrapper players equals wrapper utils get players. Or if you make the freeze effect last as long as the balls, they can't drop into the net because they'll despawn simultaneously. So either someone hits them and goes boom, or they just fade out. That is also an interesting way to think about it. That is also an interesting way to think about it. Like, make them not move, and you have to, like, fly up to them to find it. So, like, the ball could spawn in, like, the top corner of a map. And you just have to try them until you find it. Let's see here. CBME has some good and semi well thought out ideas. I mean, that's what programming's like sometimes, you know? That's what programming is like sometimes. Okay, so what I need to do is I need a set of... Oh wait, don't I have something for player names? Okay, that's just that. Been working on trying to code an integration for an ESP32 with my home automation system in the last week or so. So I'm right back in that mindset. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I'm just gonna do that. So now I need a map. So a map of a string to a vector. This will be player velocities. Player... Wait, do I need to do positions? I don't think I do. And there's tons of documentation for ESP32s with this system, just not for the dev kit version I have. Lots of trial and error and prayers that I don't fry it or brick my system. Yeah, don't let the magic smoke out. We don't want that. We don't need that. It's not good. It's not good to inhale that. You don't let the magic smoke out. All right, so, but it's Sparky. That's a Hugin answer. That's a Hugin answer. Probably not sparkly. I mean, it might do both. Maybe it'll sparkle as it sparks. They're very related words. Player positions. Insert. So So in this case, it'll be players dot bind? No. You know what? I can just do wrapper utils dot get player name. And then player dot get location. All right, what am I doing wrong? C++ add to map. Oh, okay. I can do that. So that's player positions, player velocity is that get velocity. I should also do angular momentum. Get rotation. What is it? Player dot get angular velocity. That's what I want. Actually, I did think of another possible effect. I don't know if it'll actually do anything, but a sonic ball effect where it just increases the rotational speed of the ball. So the next time it bounces, it might go like super weird. Or remove all angular rotation. That we might be able to test. In fact, maybe we should. I just want to see like if it'll happen. Not the freeze effect. I want the freeze ball effect. So instead of that, I'll do ball wrapper dot get angular velocity times it by 10. Ball wrapper dot set angular velocity. Oh. Add to current. True. Let's see if that works. Oh, I need to add the precompiled header. Oh. What is different? Huh? Player rotations. These are all the same. Oh, that's a rotator. That's not a, okay. It's not a vector, it's a rotator. Huh. Huh? Ah, damn it. I wanted that there. But I just want to, like, bring it down. Huh? I hate C++ compilers. They literally tell you, like, nothing. I'm sure it's not gonna work. So anything to do with these three. Let's see. No, it is not. Is it this? What the fuck? I gotta... I'm just looking to see if there's like a stray value thing somewhere. What? Why? Why C++? Like, what is actually wrong? Do I need to just, like, comment this entire thing out? No, that's not even the problem. So what's the problem? So, like, hold on, get diff. I'm just looking to see if there's like a less than symbol anywhere in the diff. And I don't see one. I'm gonna cut that and reset this. So I know that that won't be an issue. God, this is gonna be a freaking nightmare. Like, what is this error message? Like, it literally points to no I was about to say it points to no files, but then I found it. Is this the issue? Is this line right here? Okay, so we found the line. Okay, so C++, add to set. Sorry. Okay. So I am using insert. So why is this a problem? All right, hold on. Rename, call this freeze. Maybe I just want to return an array wrapper. From wrapper utils. Let's just do that for now. Yeah, can't do that. No. Okay. So then. Do like, yeah, this is an array wrapper. Let's look at this. No, this is just, no. Put this back to a set. So then car wrapper car equals I just want to see. So it's line 76. What would you say is a scarier scenario? Batman taking his mask off to fight you, or a quiet Spider-Man? Is Spider-Man trying to fight me? I mean, Spider-Man is pretty talkative. You know, I don't know. Probably Batman, I'm guessing. Because Spider-Man can be tricked. And Batman's just got all kinds of things. In either case, you goofed beyond all possible goofs. Set. Wait, no, I need good set. Which I have in the H file. Right. Like, I feel like Spider-Man, you can talk him down. And apologize. What is wrong with this? Do I just want to change this to a vector? Is that the problem? What am I doing wrong here? So we see a set, my set, and then we're inserting a value. But that's not compiling. Is it because there like something weird with car wrapper? Which is a vehicle wrapper, which is an RB actor wrapper, which is an actor wrapper, which is an object wrapper. What? Oh, wait a minute. I think I might know why. I think I might know why this doesn't work. I think it's because set is a hash set, not like a list. And so I think there's no comparator for car wrapper because it has nothing to compare. So therefore you can't insert it into a set because it can't deduplicate. I think that's what's happening here. So I think what I need instead is actually a vector. think. Right. Vector. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Now, after all of that, we can now try to do our Sonic ball. So we're about to have some Sonic balls. Gotta go fast. Is there anything new, like free in the shop? Nothing free. All right. Let's do no bots. All right, so we do that, and then we go boop. Well, that's not fun. That didn't seem to do anything. Maybe it's too small? Let's up it. All right, let's see what we got here. It's not doing anything. Like that was freeze ball, right? Yeah, it's freeze ball. All we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Getting poetic now, huh? Please don't. The me within me is a little scary. Maybe we set the rotation instead of the velocity. Get rotation. Wait. I think vector angular velocity equals ball wrapper dot get angular velocity. Can I two-string that? Nope. Why? Okay, so this is a rotator. Rotator. So that's just the rotation. And the yaw, pitch, and roll. Set angular velocity. Angular velocity. So I have both of these now. Angular velocity dot all right, let's do this. Let's rotator should be like the current rotation. Angular velocity should be like the spin of the ball. Even though all right, anyways. Let's do this. I want to do in utils, static string vector to string vector. Math I get, physics not so much. Dream Spectre. Here's the good thing. Physics is just math. They are inexplicably bound together. So if you understand math, you understand physics. So how nope, you add position into physics. But when you do the world is a lie. How is that different from anything in a 3D plane that you do math on? Or even a 2D plane? If you're looking at a graph in XY, that's the same thing as looking at an object from the side. It's the same thing. There's literally no difference. If my X's and Y's are moving, I'm far too drunk. I mean, I hope you have equal numbers of X's and Y's. Otherwise, you've got some unhappy ladies. He's just too real. So this will be do string. Yeah, you like that. Okay. X, Y, and Z. Oops, I forgot a plus. Oddly, I have the same amount of X's and Y's. Really now? Is the answer 1? Makes sense. Makes sense. Log vector string. Oh, it's utils. Oops. Angular velocity. All right, I want to see what's happening with the angular velocity. What did I mess up? Oh. You know, let's just log it for now. How is that different? What am I missing? I just want to make sure it's not this call here. It is not. Unexpected token? What? Ava unit? What has happened?
Nito 2 gifted 10 subscriptions to the School of Sharks.
Ava, what? Why? What happened? A hype train.
The hype is off the charts now.
Ava, thank you. Show some codes, loves. Misadventure says fake news. Actually, it's a good thing you're here because I don't understand what problem it's telling me. But thank you for the 10 gift subs from Ava Unit. Also, guys, make sure you go and check him out because he has an absolute banger of a production for the game Blood Bowl. And it's essentially like a professional, like, football, like, production. Like, he's gonna be on TV. It's someday. I swear. Like, it's ridiculous, the production value that he's got over there. Oh, wait. Is that the issue? Wait, what happened? Just...
Misadventures in Astra gifted a tier 1 subscription to Dream Spectre.
Misadventures, thank you so much for that. I figured out my problem. I didn't have the namespace. Didn't have the namespace. Which means I can now fix this. Let's make sure I got it in there. But thank you for that. Yeah. I was just lazy. That's all it was. But, so, I'm all about lazy. Yes. So, Ava, what we're doing right now is I found some properties on the Rocket League ball, such as the angular velocity and the rotation. And so one of the things I was going to try and play with is seeing if I can manipulate those. So for example, if I take the angular velocity and I multiply it by 1,000, will I get like a sonic ball that just like speeds up, and as soon as it hits like the next you know, surface, is it just going to spin off into a crazy direction? So that's what we're attempting to do right now. He says, "This sounds great." You figured out your problem too. You were hit one too many times with a chancla growing up. You know, maybe you should have listened. But yeah, we are cooking up some chaos today. I don't know why I hit build again. I just built. But when we were playing with this earlier, we were not seeing a difference in what was happening. So what I want to do for now is just log to the console. Sometimes I just like to see the build succeed. 100%. 100%. So right now what I want to do is I just want to log it to the console to see what the value is in for the angular velocity. And so that when I do something, I want to see, like, is it actually having an effect or not? So we should see up here the angular velocity as soon as I do this. So we see the angular velocity. Okay, and we saw the effect finish. So what's interesting about this is no, it's not normalized. Okay. I was going to say it looked like it might have been normalized, but I don't think it is. Yeah, we see a 3.6, -2, and almost 6. So it's not normalized. But it is interesting that it's lower than I expected, right? Like some of these like units, like we're talking about like a car moves at 2300 Unreal units for max speed. So seeing a value of like 6 just feels a little weird at the moment. So, let's see what happens when we set the angular velocity. Angular velocity, let's go times equals 100. And then let's see what it is afterwards. Actually, I should actually re-get the angular velocity just to see if it actually changes. Hey, we got some hype chests. We got, mood. But Ava, thank you again for starting that hype train. Misadventures, gifting the 1 month tier 1 to Dream Spectre as well. Thank you both for that so very much. And we do have an ad break starting soon, like right now. So if you got a sub from that train, make sure to thank the person that gave you a sub. But yeah, so we're adding a bunch of effects today aside from messing with the angular velocity of the ball. One of the other things that we found out recently is that we can actually like simulate or like rebroadcast the game. Oop, we got a crash. The in-game like countdown timer, and we can make it happen at a time that it's not supposed to. So, like, as a seasoned, like, Rocket League veteran, if I start hearing that sound, I'm gonna, like, get confused and start looking at the clock. Alright, so let's start up the effect. Oh, whoops. I have it set to a maximum of 10 at the moment. It looks like it's being clamped. So I'm not sure that we can affect it. Which is actually kind of disappointing. Well, actually, hold on. That's potentially... No, I think it is getting clamped. Let's really up it. Like, to the point of, like, there's no way that it should be, like, anything more than, like, it should be more than, 6. Which I think might be, like, just about the most we've seen. Because unfortunately, we don't really have visibility into the inside of the code, so we kind of have to do a little bit of science to figure out what's happening. Science. Exactly. Alright, so let's just give it some like initial velocity and then yeah, see we're not seeing much. Now, what I will say is that there is a flag that we can update right here, which just says, just called add to current. Actually, maybe we need to do torque instead. That might be what we need to do instead of angular velocity. Maybe it's the torque. I could set the torque. We can add a torque. I don't know what a force mode is, though. But what we could maybe do... Actually, maybe we do this. Maybe we do... We set the torque to like the angular velocity. Like maybe this is where I've been going wrong. All right. Let's get some boost so we can hit this with speed. Oh, there we go. It kind of worked. Looked really funky. It was like a spin ball. Like, you know what? That's actually like a Sonic ball, minus the fact that it like didn't really. Like, it didn't really do much. Like, it just spins in place. Actually, you know what? It does actually kind of make a difference. It's very small. But we got a Sonic ball here. But you know what that means. Now that we've figured this out, you know what it means though, right? You know what it means? Here, actually, let me Let's set torque. I need to make a note here. It means we need to test the limits. We gotta test the limits. Also, one thing I want to do is CB set setting max effect time 60. on, where is it? On setting changed. I think it had changed it. So, did I build? I did not build. So we're gonna see how Sonic we can make this ball. Like, I'd love to see it such that like it has so much torque that it just starts moving, like on its own, like fully powered by rotation, even though it has like almost zero friction. Uh-oh. Alright, so let's see. Ah, damn it. Alright, it's only gonna let me do 10. Ha! It just... it gets all funky. It's almost like it was too much. Like, the ball's just, like, freaking out. Alright. But you know what that means. He says, holy rotation, what happened to the ball? a lot has happened to the ball. I'm actually going to shut down chat bytes real quick and restart it now that I've set it to... Let's set it to 60 seconds so we can play with this a little bit more. But welcome on in, Solix. We're currently modding and we are messing with the rotation of the ball. I guess. But let's add a couple more zeros to see what happens. We gotta test the limits. If we don't test the limits, then we're not having fun. Yeah, maybe the... yeah, I guess. Too many zeros. I gotta say, the ball does feel weird right now. I can't explain it, but it's like very slightly weird. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Other than, it's a major distraction. Okay, that was wild. Okay, you know what? I think I understand a little bit of what's happening. I think the imparted force is dependent on how hard it hits a surface. So I think it's impulse is what it is, right? So the harder you hit a surface, the more rotational energy is going to transfer. I think that's what's happening. So if we try it again, Like, there's no way that ball should have went that high. And you can kind of see it's, like, slowing down. Like, it just really wants to go this way. Wait, did you guys see the ball actually curve there? Like, let's watch this again. Like, oh my god, look at the replay. What? That was wild. The replay doesn't know what to do. It's like an integer overflow on the replay. I mean, obviously not integer, but like it's an overflow. It even feels weird to dribble. The ball absolutely has a mind of its own. Ooh, that would have been nuts if I hit that shot. All right, so you know what we got to do next, right? I feel like we've reached the limit of maximum. Right? We need to go the other way. We need to spin it the opposite direction. And see what happens. For science. I feel like I'm a QA tester. Like, what happens if I multiply the ball velocity by negative 5,000? What happens to the game? Wait, hold on. I just had an idea. Can you set the torque on a car so that when you hit the car, your car just flips out into like eternity? I just want to see it, like, curve. So, like, what's funny is that there is, like, actually, like, a... Oh my god, you see that? There is actually, like, a curveball mode in this game. Wait, it was changing directions. Did you see that? It didn't want to go straight. It was like changing directions every time it hit the ground. Hold on, let's do this again. Maybe torque can be combined with that rotation function to change the plane of rotation. Perhaps. Oh my... Okay, okay. Pinches are nuts. Oh, I missed. Of course I missed. Not gonna miss this time. Okay, I did miss. Oh my god, you know what it is? It keeps moving on me. Every time it hits the wall, it like slightly changes direction. See? I keep aiming for the wrong spot. All right, hold on. We got to get this. We got to try this again because that pinch was nuts. Like, it should not have that power. It's gonna hit that wall and bounce in a weird direction. Yeah, you know what? I think my theory was right. That it's the impulse imparted by friction when you hit something. Which is why when I hit the ball with the car, there's a very tiny bit of friction that changes the direction slightly. Which for non-seasoned or unseasoned players might not look like much, but I can absolutely notice it. Like, it should not have that much power. All right, well, we've got a new effect now. The ball's just like running away. It's like the worst curveball because it's so tiny in curving. Like, like if it was a larger curve, you might kind of go like, oh yeah, I know that I need to go like so far away from it. But just like the fact that it curves slightly, you're just like, ah, it messes with my brain. All right. This is wild. All right. So, okay. So this was the freeze ball effect. Let's set this back to normal. Because we can make this into a different effect altogether. In fact, let's make that happen. Why? Just add a class. I'm gonna call it Sonic Ball Effect. The base class will be a Twitch effect. See you guys, this is a cool script, though I'd love to try this mod with friends. Solix, it is actually currently available right now for use right now. So if you head over to my website of rl.gloppy.org, you can actually get it for yourself. Now granted, it only works in LAN matches, and I'm working on an unreleased version, so you know, make sure you understand that. But it is, you know, released at the moment. But make sure you subscribe on YouTube so that you don't miss a stream. All right, so let's just I need a duration and a value. I don't need a target. I'll just empty string it. And we'll just generate these. Oops, hold on. Where's my freeze ball effect? Well, I want my stuff back. Yeah, alright. Put that back. Oh right, I need this too. Oops. Don't need the rotator. Okay. Freeze ball, I need this and this as well. Actually, that doesn't require input, so let's just... We don't need that. We do need the server wrapper. Okay. So we have our new class. So we can do a sonic ball effect. First thing we got to do though is come to effect type. And we got to add these in here. Go to the settings screen. One of these days I should like put these in order. I'm too lazy. And then we need to register the CVAR for it. And then in our effect generator, oops, that's not what I wanted to do, but come up here anyways. Adding sonic ball effect. Oh. I know it needs an ID, duration, and a value. Oh, right, because what I need to do is instead of this, I need to multiply it by the value. What? Sonic ball effect is a twitch effect. And the value... Oh, it's capital V. So now it's configurable. So that whatever a user passes in as the, like, speed... What? Oh. There. The constructor wasn't public. Okay, everything compiles. So that means we need to make changes on the application side. Actually, here's a question for everyone. Should we make the ball speed configurable, or should we just make it like a... just make it fast? And, like, keep it simple. Because I kind of feel like we should make, like, just make it simple. Actually, hold on. I have an idea. What if we set it to 0? Like, what if we multiplied by 0? Like, would it just float through the air with no spin? I feel like that's gonna be weird too. Like it's gonna feel like a game glitch. Oh, wait. I know. I froze the ball. This is... that... I realized what I did wrong. I reset the freeze ball effect. So... where is freeze ball here? So instead of that, let's do this. Return, a sonic ball effect. I forgot that I reset the effect back to what it should be. Just because we don't have the application side programmed yet. Like I want to see this thing just like float through the air with no spin. It seems normal. Why is it normal? I activated a sonic ball effect. I was hoping to see like it not spin at all. Like that would have been cool. Let's see here. Wait, is there a vector.0? Nope. So I'm hoping that that'll show it as like no angular rotation. All right, we continue the science. All right. Oh yeah, there it is. A zero rotation ball. It's just like it's unnerving. It feels alien, you know? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. We could make that an entirely separate effect. Like a no visual spin ball. But again, Sonic Ball. Do we just multiply by like a million? Do we just leave it at that and keep it simple? I feel like that's the best way to go. Because it's not like there was a huge effect when it was negative. Actually, hold on. Before we do this, for the Sonic Ball, should we make it so that it actually speeds up? Oh, you can set a Magnus coefficient for how much curve. Ooh, you can also set a different mass. Wait, hold on. That's interesting. Ball Magnus effect, ball mass change. Can you get max linear speed? You can. So log 2 string I want to see what the max linear speed is. Did I miss a... I did. Alright, so it says the max... It says the max linear speed is 6,000. Good lord. I wonder if we can change that. Let's see if we can change that. The ball wrapper dot set max linear speed. Let's try like 12,000. Just to see what happens. Because again, this is all for science. Trying to see if like we can get the ball moving like super fast. Although if I did this, I should have ooh. It's actually like really jumping around now. Let me try multiplying the velocity. Or see if I can set the velocity. Vector velocity equals ball wrapper dot get velocity dot get normalized. So then velocity times equals 12,000 ball wrapper dot set velocity. All right, chat. Anyone think this will work? Who thinks this is gonna work? Okay, never mind. It works. I think it works. Help. Okay, we legit got Sonic. What? The ball has zoomies. All right, well, we can increase the max speed of the ball. I'm just trying to like figure out like how to. Like, you can't react in time. It's just in. Okay, this is kind of awesome. It's Sonic Ball. Hey, Kung Fu Panda Club. Thank you for the follow.
Just followed.
We've modified the Rocket League ball, as you can see, and it is quite wild. All right, now it's back to normal. So, you know what that means, right? You know what it means. You know what it means, right? We add a 0. Or 2. We add some zeros. This is gonna get nuts. I was watching you a while back on YouTube, view party in a Rocket League tournament, and now I see you programming in C++, which is funny because I got an introductory course for C++ in my university courses this semester. Yeah, so you know, I'm a software engineer by trade, and I never like throughout school I hadn't actually learned C++, so I figured what better way to learn it than by just diving headfirst into it and programming a mod for arguably my favorite game, and just using that as motivation to learn it, you know? Oh! What? What's happening here? What just happened? What? I don't know what happened. Okay, so let me give you the spiel while this just plays in the background here. So about a year and a half ago, I wanted to do some like interactive stuff like on Twitch here. Just like some, you know, I essentially wanted crowd control for Rocket League, but it didn't exist. So they don't officially support it. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'm going to make my own. So over the past year and a half, since like July of 2024, I started making my own. And we're at a point now where we have everything, essentially. Like, we have the Twitch integration, we have a currency, we have, you know, earning currency via follows, bits, subs, channel point redemptions, charity donations. We have 40 some effects programmed and built into the game, or into the system. We've done show matches, we've done charity streams. We raised over $1,000 for cancer using this. We even have an overlay. We unpause, you'll see that there is an OBS overlay as well. All right, I think I need to turn off the rotation. Yeah, I got to turn off the rotation. But yeah, so I was gonna say the game didn't like that. I just want to see like what it's gonna look like if we just set like a super fast velocity. But yeah, like we've got a whole bunch of stuff. What do you think of the new anti-cheat coming to Rocket League, removing Bacchus mod kinda? I will say I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. If that makes sense. Like, as a software engineer, I understand there's a business side of it where they have a problem, they need to fix the problem, and outsourcing it to something like Easy Anti-Cheat from a business perspective makes sense, right? And of course, Epic isn't going to be crying too much with the fact that now everyone can't just, you know, use items for free on Bacchus mod. You know, like, can't give themselves alpha boost and stuff like that. So they're gonna love that. As a plugin developer, I'm disappointed, right? Like, they said they're gonna take a couple things from the community and integrate them into the game, but it's gonna be little stuff, you know, like showing MMR and there was one other thing, I don't remember what it was. But, like, they're not going to put the crossbar sounds plugin in there. Which, I don't know if you remember, but I made the alternative crossbar sounds plugin. Wait, did I not compile? I don't think I recompiled. There shouldn't be rotation on the ball. It's unfortunate not having alpha boost, but if it keeps bots and DDoSers out of online matches, I'm all for it. So, from a gamer standpoint, having watched games over, like, evolve over multiple decades now, and being a software engineer, I can say I am predicting 90% that within maybe a week, there will still be bots and whatnot in online games. The reason I say that is because is because psionics have said that there is a bypass that they will be able to give specific accounts for things like spectating RLCS matches and stuff like that. So the fact that that bypass exists at all means it will get found and it will get exploited. Okay, that's we've broken the game. I don't know why it's doing this. So like I feel like Bacchus mod is ultimately an innocent victim in something that's not going to actually fix the issue. Does that make sense? So I think that's where my disappointment comes from. Might see you in Boston watch party if I catch you live. So I'm actually going to Boston, by the way. So I will be there. So I might not be live, but thank you for stopping in. Thank you for that follow. And I will see you next time. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh. There's no... All right, it's a little bit more manageable. It doesn't just immediately go into the net. But it's still like... all it does is ring around the rosy. It hit me off the wall. The ball hits with so hard. Alright, let's leave that be for now. I'm gonna leave that commented out. How is that not... like, all of this should be green, and I don't know why it isn't. Okay. The next thing I want to try, actually, is setting the mass of the ball. Actually, let's see what the mass is. Get pre-weld mass. So if I set the mass to like 1,000, is that gonna make it like so heavy that like I can't hit it? I suspect it will. So let's see if the ball is super heavy right now. Oh! It does get heavy. Alright. You know what that means. Everyone knows what it means. When we find something that works. Alright, I already have the ball mass. Oops. We gotta test the limits. See what happens if we have an ultra massive ball. It flies normally, but it's just very heavy. Oh. It feels like there's a... Like there's a limit. Like this felt the same as the other one. Okay, that was kind of funny. Now watch, I bet if I try to hit it from this side, oh, it like stops me. But it does kind of feel like there's like a limit. Ugh. Okay, that was a little weird. I don't know how I got so much power on that one. All right. I forgot about the Magnus coefficient. The visual spin was with the angular velocity and setting a rotation. All right. We've gotten very distracted, so let's get the Sonic ball done on the app side. Oh wait, I already had it here. It's actually gonna be very similar to the fake kickoff. Sonic ball. And I think that's about it for here. Sonic ball. The ball spins in place like Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's come back to the generator here. Let's reset this so we don't forget next time. We have the Sonic Ball. It's 49. We have the Sonic Ball. Don't think we need that. Okay, we got that. We got that. We still gotta finish the fake kickoff. Hello, Cisarin. How are you doing? Welcome on in. All right, so we are right now. We're doing some modding of Rocket League. So we've been hopping in and out of the game as we update our mod. Yeah, thank you, Misadventures. But yeah, we've been just kind of playing around with a whole bunch of stuff. Like, for example, we discovered a whole bunch of new things that we can do, kind of new effects. Like we can, shoot the ball at a target. We can, whack-a-mole effect, sonic ball. We can also make the ball have no visual spin, which is kind of weird. It just floats through the air with no rotation. We can change Magnus effect on it. We can also change the mass as well as the max velocity. Actually, you know what we could do? We could even make the ball go slower. Like a max speed, like slower than the default. So like we have a whole bunch of stuff we're working on. However, actually let's do this. We just put the sonic ball into place. Let's make sure that that's all hooked up before we do anything else. Wait. Oh, you know what? I broke the sonic ball. I forgot that I commented out the actual stuff. Oops. I think we kind of need that.
Say to yourself, you dumb bastard, you could have done better.
Yeah, I should have done better. You're right. Misadventures, you know I should have done better. Right. Why? Why is it not adding the rotation? We added the sonic ball. What? I don't understand. This is the sonic ball effect. And it should multiply by like a couple 100,000. Oh, by 1 million. Yeah, by 1 million. Let's just make sure that we are getting what we asked for. Why? Why do we got nothing? What happened? How did I break it? Huh? How did it get broken? We're setting the torque. I don't know what's happened. But we gotta fix that. Next time. Unfortunately, I am not able to stay on much longer tonight. So I think we will have to end here. And I don't know why it's weird. Why it's not working. But we'll have to fix it next time. So that means the first thing we will do is say goodbye to the YouTube stream and anyone over there. So everyone on YouTube, have a good night. Thank you for watching.